Good morning and welcome to this week of Business Community Support, what we do every Thursday at this time at 9 a.m. I'm very happy to be here to talk to you. I'm Cheryl O'Hearn with Spin Market Plus Digital, one of the organizers of this program every week. And as you know, you can watch this live on the Main Street Fort Dodge site, as well as on the Alpha Media YouTube site. This week, we have a very interesting program, and I'm still waiting for a couple people to join us as well, but I do know enough about the program to talk to you, and it is one of those collaborative events that is a way to work on a problem, not a problem that's specifically in Fort Dodge, but a problem of cleaning up communities, as well as incorporating volunteers, students, art, just a whole variety of different people out there. And that is the Pick It Up Fort Dodge project that is going on. And this Saturday, we're going to see a big event where they're going to be introducing the Pick It Up Fort Dodge. And what this is that you probably have seen these refuge receptacles around the community that have Pick It Up on it, and they're metal. They're all the way around downtown in various locations. And what Chris Patrick with the Main Street Fort Dodge and the Iowa Cultural Affairs, the City of Fort Dodge, and the students at the Fort Dodge school system put together is the Pick It Up program. Shelley Bodoff from the Fort Dodge Fine Arts was also in this project, and they put it together in a way that created not only a way to work on cleaning up the community downtown, but also to add art and to make it fun and to incorporate all of these individuals on it. So what happened is we received a grant for about $10,000 to use for art and variety of activities in the downtown district. And Chris put together a program that was incorporated the fine arts so that the students were able to design a hello, Carissa. How are you?
Hi, good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you. I was just starting to talk about the program a little bit and explain what it is and how it was such a collaborative effort, because you had the Main Street Fort Dodge, you had the City of Fort Dodge, you had the Iowa Cultural Affairs, you had the Fort Dodge school system, you had Fort Dodge Fine Arts, and then on top of it, we had all the volunteers that have been helping to put this together. So I've got some slides here and some photos as well, but let me have you turn it over a little bit and tell everybody about what your position is, Carissa.
Yeah, so I work with the City of Fort Dodge. I am the strategic planner for the city, and this effort kicked off some time ago when the city worked with Main Street to apply for a grant to the Iowa Arts Council, and the grant was to address a civic issue through art. And so we identified a civic issue in the downtown was littering and overflowing trash. So we wanted to try to come up with some solutions that would help focus on cleaning up the downtown. And that's where the whole Pick It Up Fort Dodge initiative spurred.
Yeah, very exciting. And it's so creative the way that's going to be. Actually, outside of my office, across the street is one of them. And it's so fun to see it. The students at the Fort Dodge school system actually made them in the welding department. And then, of course, the students that designed, and you had the contest to come up with the artwork that's behind it to make it an attractive and something that we're really excited because the parent's going to go to each one of the receptacle that's their kid's picture on it. And we've got QR codes to help you find where all of those are at as well. So as you see here, maybe Carissa can talk about why they picked these locations, but those yellow dots are where you're going to find them around the Main Street district.
Yeah, so some of them were focused on areas where there were already receptacles. A lot of our receptacles have been there for over 10 years in the downtown, probably even longer, maybe Yeah, over 10 years. And so some of the locations were just replacing existing receptacles. And I think Main Street's hoping to rehab some of those and place them in other locations where they're needed. But then the other locations were identified. We tried to get a good amount of them along the core, Central Avenue, where people are walking a lot. And then also around some of the gathering spaces, gathering areas, sidewalks outside of some public spaces or public buildings. And then spread them out throughout the downtown. Right. So, yeah,
so,
they.
Oh, no, keep going. No, keep going.
So like you said, Andy Kavanaugh with the schools, his students created the receptacles. So he's been a great partner throughout the project. And as everybody's aware, the school year was different. And so his students did really well at adapting and just jumping right in and making these receptacles. And then the coloring, the art itself is colored by students who entered into a coloring contest. So we were really excited about the colorful creations we saw, and each student has a statement on why they think recycling is important. And it's a pretty cool thing to see.
I just think it's so creative. It is such and I think everybody had a blast doing it. I know, we had really hoped that it would have been last year. I believe that we would have been putting them up, but COVID caused that issue. Couldn't get the things done in time. And to take that grant money and put it into something that, this isn't a unique problem to Fort Dodge, downtown Fort Dodge, as far as picking up litter and stuff like that. It's in every community. So how you figure out ways to make it maybe more fun to throw it away type of a thing, or to draw more attention to, okay, hey, there's actually a receptacle right here for me to look at. I can look at the artwork and I can toss my litter away and keep the downtown clean. And it just does a variety of things. I think it's just so creative. I love it.
Yeah. The receptacles have been out for a couple weeks. And actually our volunteers last night, when they were placing the art in the back, they had said, these are getting used. People are throwing things in them. So, and it's also nice because even as somebody who walks around the downtown, like when you're walking down and you see a piece of trash and you don't always like to pick it up because you don't know where it's been, but it's nice if there's a trash receptacle nearby that you can just quick pick it up and throw it in. When they're too spread apart, you're kind of deterred. You're like, well, I'm going to be carrying this halfway downtown if I don't have a receptacle nearby. So that's nice as well, just having more. We've more than tripled probably the amount of receptacles that are in the downtown through this program. So it adds the ability to throw something away, but it also is aesthetic. They're really neat receptacles that add to the aesthetic of our downtown. Some of the neat downtowns that you see they have busy streets. They've got a lot going on their streetscape. So this just adds to the theme, the black powder-coated metal theme that we've already established through fencing and things like that in the downtown.
Yep, and keeping that historic theme while adding that modern art along with it. Exactly. That's
exactly. And that was part of the goal of that.
So we're kicking it off on Saturday, and that's going to be a couple events on it. And do you want to talk a little bit about that? I do have some slides on that as well for you, Carissa.
Yeah, so Saturday, the students have been invited to stand along their receptacle and introduce people to the art and give their statement on why recycling is important. And so it starts at 10 o'clock on Saturday, and it will start down at the library square. We'll have a table with a little bit of information about the program and how it got started, and we'll have the students all take a photo together, and then they'll all go to their receptacle and be available to talk about their artwork a little bit. So as you mentioned, each piece has a QR code. So if there's somebody's art that you're really interested in seeing, or the person, you can find their name and click the QR code, and it takes you right to Google Maps, so you can go downtown and find that. So it's kind of cool. We appreciate your help with that at Spin Market. I know that you guys worked on getting those linked up. So.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Rachel, who is our intern this year from Augustana University, did all that work. And I am so proud of her because that she has never done anything like that before. And I just gave her certain parameters. I said, this is what we need to do. This is what our ultimate goal is. Here's your tools of putting it together. And she did a fabulous job. So it is really cool because you'll also be able to go on the Main Street Fort Dodge website and find this information with QR codes. And you'll be handing them out as well on Saturday. And then what would be a event without giving away prizes? And I think there's ice cream with this one. And I'll let Chris talk about that because she got to join us. As you can tell, she's road tripping today.
Finally, sorry about the late join, everybody. And I do want to commend Rachel for everything that she did. She's been so wonderful to work with, and especially the few little last minute changes that we gave her. And exactly.
I heard about that. I heard.
Yeah. And what is an event without ice cream? So all of the youth that come to the event this weekend will be given a coupon for a free small cone or a dish of ice cream at the Darriette. So we want to thank our partner, Joe and Rich Seltz, for allowing us to do that for the students that created the art, and then for the students and youth that just come out to enjoy the art. So make sure that you grab one of those coupons when you stop in by the gazebo and register for that great gift basket. And we do have some paper maps that will be available, and also we'll have the storyboard out. So if people are interested, they can read all about the project and the many partners that made this happen.
And then, of course, if they don't want to use the paper, they can go to the Main Street Fort Dodge, mainstreetfd.org website, and they'll actually be able to click and find these QR codes there as well, and go that direction. So a lot of opportunities.
Yeah, Cheryl, that's really the way this project is supposed to work. This is a self-guided tour, so anybody can click on that QR code and read about the student and understand, their recycling mantra behind the art that they created.
Yeah, it's very cool. I think it's so fun. Okay, so Carissa, when we're doing these type of campaigns, what is the role of the city of Fort Dodge in that?
So in this one, we were partnered with Main Street as a part of the Iowa Arts Commission Council as that grant program. But we also, the Fort Dodge Parks, Rec, and Forestry is the one who kind of maintains on a daily or a weekly basis. They are the ones who empty the receptacles, and they'll also notify us if there's any issues or concerns following the receptacle install. So that's our ongoing partnership. But as it relates to getting the process, like rolling the process out, we've just been working closely with Chris on kind of the logistics and details of getting the receptacles going. Parks, Rec, Forestry, and Public Works were very involved in placement of all of them. So especially as it relates to keeping the sidewalks clear for ADA compliance and other considerations. We've been working with them pretty closely on getting that install going. So,
and you bring up some really good points. This isn't an easy project. I mean, first of all, you had to write the grant. And anybody that's written a grant before knows that there's certain things that have to be in there, and you really need to tell your story very well in order to get the funding on it. Well, then that's probably the easiest part is there. And then afterwards, it's all the logistics and putting it together. And this had so many layers of logistics from coming up with what the design is going to be. I think maybe Chris can talk a little bit about that. I know that wasn't just pulled out of a hat. That took a little bit of work, right, Chris? Oh, I think maybe you can talk about it, Carissa, since she's
she's a little frozen. But the design chair actually for Chris's design Main Street Design Board, he works with Allers Architects, and so he has a design background. So he helped to we already had the logo created, and actually I wasn't directly involved in that process. So hopefully if Chris can get back on, they can kind of talk how they came up with the logo. But I know that initially it started out with like the whole Pick It Up Fort Dodge initiative was, okay, what should like our slogan be? Like, what's a catchy phrase? And so that's kind of where the Pick It Up Fort Dodge, and then the logo with the arrow, indicates pick it up. And then, our design chair for the Main Street Board, he kind of laid out how the receptacle could work. And they did a prototype. The schools created one receptacle. So if you're going out there, we should almost do a contest someday where we say, find the largest receptacle and you win something, because there is one receptacle out there that's just a little bit larger. It was our prototype. We decided to bring it down a little bit to, I think it was probably easier for the students. I don't know, Chris, what they decided there, but to create, and also the aesthetic of the more compact ones just works with the streetscape.
Exactly. And you brought in a whole nother conversation, because here we had to have an architect actually because he's on the committee, but by profession, an architect helping design it. And again, just showing all the different people that had and pieces that had to go into this just to put together receptacles downtown to clean it up, to pick it up. I just love that. I just think it's so wonderful. Were you able to join again, Chris? Okay, well, I guess we're just going to keep going, Carissa. So what else would...
So hopefully I'm back on.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Spontaneous. Every once in a while, you keep flipping out a little bit, but...
Flipping out, it sounds crazy. But Jim Hojek is the one who did the CAD drawings. And that was really important. And he worked really closely with the students too.
Yeah, on there. Great. So we're going to give away ice cream for anybody, for the youth that makes it through, that goes through the entire program, or the entire, looking at all the different art and the different receptacles. We also have gift bags for there's one or two $200 gift baskets, Chris, that we're giving away to adults.
There is one basket that is sponsored by all the retailers in the downtown, worth over $200. So again, people can drop their name, and then we'll do a drawing at the end of the day at noon to see who won that gift basket. We want to thank the retailers for supporting this project and keeping an eye on the receptacles too. So if they do start to get too full, we can reach out to Parks and Rec and do that. And Carissa was right with the Pick It Up Fort Dodge logo. It was a committee decision, and Jennifer Dutcher with Iowa Central Community College is the one that created the actual logo. So thank you to her. And we also had a 4-prong approach to this. Part of it was education. It was the murals on the dumpsters, and it was the clings that you'll see on a lot of the windows in the downtown area. So we will also be giving away more clings to people who would like to put one in their window or in their car window.
Exactly. And a lot of this also corresponds with what we've got RAGBRAI coming here in a month as well. And we just want to make sure that downtown Fort Dodge has all, because that's where most of the RAGBRAI is going to be centralized at when they're here on that Monday. So we really want to make sure that we're putting our best foot forward for all these 15,000 plus bikers and support people that'll be coming through. So also on that day, I believe Shelley with the Fort Dodge Fine Arts is doing a student program as well from 10 till 2. Is that right? Or is it in the afternoon? I can't remember.
It starts at 10 o'clock in the morning, and it runs until at least 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So that's their youth exhibition in the gallery. So we hope people will come down and walk the district to see the art receptacles, and then go in and see these great, amazing artists that are just young, but are doing great work. So again, thank you to all the partners, and we're trying to make it a day, right? Come into the downtown and then go over to Merriweather Park and enjoy the June 19th celebration too.
That's in the afternoon as well. So it within just a few blocks, there's a lot of things that'll be going on Saturday, and that's exciting because number one, it's an outdoor event and it's something that everybody can go in and enjoy, and people have really wanted to get out. And this is another way to showcase different art in the community. We've got some other things coming up as well to bring some more art in the downtown area, but this is just one creative example of it as well. Anything else, Carissa, that you've got coming up? I know Chris has a couple other things that we need to talk about, but anything else coming up that we need to tell everybody about that you're working on that's exciting?
Yeah, we'll start actually in some of the summer events that are happening. We'll start reaching out to people about the Lincoln Neighborhood Plan, which we're working on for north of downtown. And so we're going to be seeking some public feedback on that planning effort. And also our farmers market feasibility study. We're working on understanding farmers markets and how it could work in Fort Dodge, or how it could continue in Fort Dodge. You know, we have the Fort Dodge Farmers Market out at the mall, and we're partnering with them and other groups such as the Market on Central group, vendors, council members, county board of supervisors. We've got a whole committee set up that's working on what's the feasibility of a farmers market in Fort Dodge and how does it work? Does it complement the existing farmers market, or is it a whole separate effort? So we've been doing stakeholder and focus group interviews at this point, and so here pretty soon we'll probably start reaching out to the public on that as well, probably at the farmers market events and other summer events happening. So you'll be seeing us out and about at at other people's events, kind of just asking and seeing what people want in Fort Dodge.
Exactly. Well, of course, you know, Market on Central is special to me.
Yes.
Because that was one of the things that when we put together the Iowa Great Places project, that was one of the features, making a destination of our downtown area. And if we can bring it back to its glory of several thousand people coming on a Saturday downtown and all the fun they have, that would be a wonderful destination. And I think, you know, with the idea of the riverfront area, because that was always considered a possible location to expand the Market on Central or the farmer market type of a theme as well. And I think that's also possibly in the works. So lots of fun stuff. And when people say there's nothing to do down in Fort Dodge, I'm sorry. You need to come downtown because the facade work and the businesses, you know, we're still waiting for that bakery to open. I'm hoping that's here soon, because I have people asking me all the time, where's it? You keep talking about this bakery. And I go, well, yeah, it's across the street, just around the corner. So yeah, that's exciting. I actually had somebody talk to me about maybe doing a dog bakery. And I'm talking about that, Chris. And I said that would be a really cool thing to bring downtown as well as for unique shopping. So Chris, you've got a couple other things that are going to be happening downtown that we need to bring up as well. And stay on because I may be asking you more questions here.
We do. So next Friday, June 25th, we have our first lunch on the square. And of course, it will be down by the gazebo, and it is sponsored by all of the retailers in the downtown. That is our Main Street Merchant Marketing Group. So I want to thank them for doing all the planning. We'll be serving shredded barbecue chicken sandwiches, potato salad, a cookie, chips, and a water. And it is $6, so the price has not changed. We're just excited to be able to bring this event back in person. So we are still doing carry-out orders. So if you have 5 lunches or more, you can give our office a call, 515-573-3172, and pre-order, and we'll deliver. So if you can't make it to the lunch on the square, we'll definitely bring lunch to you in a safe and socially distanced way. And here is our flyer, so you can see all of the great sponsors we have. We also have 2 really wonderful partners, well, 3. We have Shelley Bodorf at Fort Dodge Fine Arts, who's arranged our musical talent, which is Clint Rydell from the Blue Ribbon Ramblers. He's really popular. He's fun to listen to. And then Fort Dodge Growth Alliance is allowing us to use their picnic tables and bite tables. So thank you to them. And Shiny Top is supplying the ice. So besides the great sponsors you see, we have those other partnerships too.
Great. Well, and this is just fun. If it's a great way to enjoy the trees and the scenic area around the square, and have lunch as well, and just get out and listen to some music and that type of thing. And that's what everybody's trying to create more of the downtown area, that cultural feel, that opportunity to meet and greet and talk to other people. And I think this is your third year for Lunch on the Square, I believe.
It is our third year, so we really want everybody to come out. Last year we took a little bit of a hiatus and turned it into Music in the Park. So we are ready to go. We'll have another lunch on July 30th. We are still looking for a couple more sponsors for that lunch, and the lunch in August. In July, we are partnering with the pork producers and serving up pork sandwiches for lunch, and then we're going to try and offer a beef alternative in August. So we have a little of everything for if you're not a chicken person, there's always something during the summertime for you to eat.
Cool. Well, and we also want to let everybody know this isn't just a downtown for the downtown merchants or anything. Anybody within the community. If you've got family there and you want to go out and have a picnic and enjoy the music, this is a perfect opportunity for you to do so and just sit and enjoy the downtown area for that event. Okay. Anything else coming up, Chris? Oh, well, Farm to Fork, hopefully that's going to be happening at the end of August, I believe, right?
Right. August 28th is the date that we've selected. So hopefully we'll hear soon when that event permit is approved. So we'll let everybody know when that happens. The retailers are doing a summer blast of Independence Week, the week following 4th of July. There'll be lots of specials in the downtown. So please keep checking on Shop Local, Shop Central on their Facebook page to see what's coming up. They're doing a great job. And we are asking for artists because we're going to be painting windows for RAGBRAI. So we really need to partner those businesses in the downtown with local talent. It doesn't have to be a professional artist by any means. Anybody who likes to draw or paint will be painting windows. So that is a Main Street sponsored event part of RAGBRAI.
Great. And what is the theme going to be for RAGBRAI that they'll be using for the painted windows?
Rolling on the river.
Rolling on the river, exactly. Well, and we've got to have Tina Turner on. Somebody's got to have a Tina Turner one.
We do.
I have a Tina Turner wig because we actually did that for Kinsey's drill team. The mamas every year. The senior mamas had to do a drill team, and I'm famous for this because there's no more drill team after we got done. But we all dressed up as Tina Turner and did Proud Mary.
Oh my gosh!
And they learned how to do the stutter step as well. And yeah, we had Tina Turner wigs, we had leopard outfits.
Sounds
like a fun one.
It was hilarious. It was a good time. A packed gym.
Where's that video?
I don't know. I don't know if there was a video, but I'm sure if somebody's listening to this, we'll hear about it. But yeah, I love that song, and that brings back a few memories there. So very cool. Yep, I think that's a perfect theme for us too when you're talking about the riverfront area with the development of that and bringing that all into the picture of the downtown area and rolling in with their bikes. And I just think that downtown or that riverfront area is going to be a huge asset, not only to the community, but to the downtown area. And I know Chris has been working with some new developers potentially in the downtown area. So there's a lot of enthusiasm here. And if you haven't been downtown for a while, please come down. Just drive through. I can't wait till they get all the stuff down around the courthouse as well. And you can really get to look at all that improvement. It'll be exciting.
Right. It really
sure
is
you-
beautiful.
Yeah, and I'm sure they'll have a big event for that too, because that's something that needed to be celebrated after it's done.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, anything else coming up that we need to talk about, Chris or Carissa? Anything else in the works in the next month or two?
Well, Main Street, Iowa will be in town next Tuesday, June 22nd. This is our annual program visit with them. So you might see Carol Lilly out and about with a few people. We want to thank our partners for meeting with her. This is our opportunity to pick their brains a little bit and see if some of the projects that we have in the back of our minds, if they're feasible, and really excited that she's coming back to Fort Dodge again to help us out.
Well, and when you're talking about that, you're bringing in best practices when you're talking with Carol and that group, because they're not only they're looking at a variety of main streets across Iowa, but they also work with Main Street America. So there's always great information that comes back. So, things that somebody else did that were successful or not successful, and adding those into your plan is a huge part of the development of the downtown area.
Very much so.
Excellent.
Yeah, R&D, rip off and duplicate. We're good at it.
Yeah, not research and development, rip off and duplicate.
No.
There you go. I love it. Very cool. All right. Carissa, anything else that you want to pass on to everybody out there, or that you are looking at maybe getting some internal or some conversation from the community?
Well, I'm excited about the initiative that Chris talked with council about on Monday, which is the video. How's that going?
It's going very well. We just got the soundtracks last night, and we're looking at loading the other things to go along with it. I think I love the soundtrack. I mean, it's very catchy, and it'll be another project to hurry up and get done here. Really,
Yeah,
I mean,
so that's
what
the
happened?
one.
Everything seems in the last couple of weeks has just come up, and we've had to hurry up and get it together. But everything ends up really good. I mean, you can hurry up and get something together and still have it really looking good. It's just coordinating and organizing it. So I will be busy working on that today and tomorrow, and probably the weekend as well.
Oh, great.
Right. And then the city is working on their video too. So if you see a couple camera people running around and a drone operator, that is a city project that's going on. And it's citywide. It's not just in the downtown.
Cool. Always great. And I did see the Google vehicle through.
Oh, did you?
Yep.
They're updating our Google photos. We use those a lot at the city. They're really nice to. And when you're trying to envision a site, there it is.
Yeah, exactly. So, and I was happy for that, because some of the downtown ones were very old, but they were driving through downtown here. I think it was last week. I just saw it long enough, because you can't miss it. You'll know it when you see the Google vehicle driving around, and thought that, okay, Fort Dodge is getting updated on your Google Maps. So businesses be looking at your Google My Business page and your Google Map, because hopefully there's an updated photo for you.
Yeah, good.
Cool. All right. Well, I know we don't have anybody from the Small Business Development hopping on, but I have been told that there's a big announcement that's coming from them as well. Jed Burns is on with the Iowa Broadcasters this morning, so that's why he's not here. And I thank Carissa and, of course, Chris Patrick, who's always with us on Main Street, Fort Dodge, for helping put this together and talk about what's exciting here in Fort Dodge. So as you see here, Jed Burns is the market manager with Alpha Media. You'll be able to watch this presentation continually online on the Facebook Main Street page, as well as the Alpha Media YouTube. And now we do it as a vlog on the Main Street Fort Dodge .org website as well. Usually we have Kimberly or Darcy from the Small Business Development Center hop on, and of course Chris Patrick, the Executive Director of Main Street Fort Dodge, and I'm Cheryl O'Hearn, Digital Marketing Specialist with Spin Market. Next week at 9 o'clock on Thursday, June 24th, we'll be back again with a whole nother program talking about what's going on in Fort Dodge as well as our region, and getting you that information. So enjoy your weekend. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. And I I know my daughter's getting in touch with me. She wants money for something to buy. I get a text message. I know she's asking for money. So anyway, all right. So thank you guys out there, and really appreciate it. And Carissa Harvey with the City of Fort Dodge, we always appreciate all you hopping on and all the exciting things you're doing for the community. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone. Take care.
Bye.